It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milk. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it slow. I'm sturdy as hell, as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gang saying hippies. Women like Nick, you know what I'm about. I'm not. The stereotypes, they do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone dogs. I'm not a guard, go hard with a squad. I'm playing my part, but I'm LeBron. Wings of the team, I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to the well. Not worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, know I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Ben going to give it to Williams. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Roethlisberger sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Roethlisberger now to throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now here's Ross. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Nice job there on the tackle, keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
68!
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
368. Watch his flat. Watch his flat. Hey, hands up. Mike 50, Mike 50.
From midfield here, Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike 50, Mike.
Throwing again. Dalton. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well, because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
2 by 2. Move. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Hands up.
To throw again. Dalton. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Josh Malone, his 1st touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Here's Benny Snell Jr., the rookie from Kentucky, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
First quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those divisions. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack.
55 is Mike, guys, 55. Check right, check right.
After the sack on first down, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
Regular.
This South, baby, that's baby South.
Heavy.
Nixon will try the right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Watch the curl, watch the curl.
On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Regular.
We taking wins home. Ain't no looking at.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Let's go, D.
To try again after the sack. Dalton. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain there of 21 yards. Andy Dalton looked good on that pass, but I'll tell you what, all time in his career against Pittsburgh, it has been a struggle. 3-12 as a starter against these Steelers. Just more evidence of their dominance over the years in the AFC North. Now Dalton under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 8 on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. He rifles one that's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. He can't get him down.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He sets to fire deep into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Roethlisberger with a give. It's Williams. 20! Down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jamal Williams. His 4th touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
X3, 218, chop it.
Now it's the backup Rudolph. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they have little chance of winning this one.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10. Let's go. They're on the 12-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
52, 93, 44. 44. Here we go.
Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
368. Go, go.
It's our field. It's our field.
Mike's up.
Mike's 50, Mike's up.
Dalton off play action. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. from the gun. Here's Rudolph. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Trying to get the first with Samuels. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Switch up. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, lock it.
Jumping. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. Open man. Smith-Schuster. It's complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And he fires one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And shedding through the tackle. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Me. I got motion man. Me. I got this.
Nice.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, Charlie. Nice hop.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Watch this.
Mike 55. Hey, eat. You don't see me in your nightmares, son.
Dalton sets up play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the... That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Jim.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
2-by-2. Move. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Watch the ball. Hey, check Mike.
Dalton here from the gun. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Regular. Hey, wahoo!
Mike 50. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike's 50. Here we go, D. Here I come. Hey.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Lady!
It's a party now. It's a party.
Go, 368!
After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
50's the Mike. Me and you. I'm coming up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. Nice completion there for Andy Dalton. Charles, you worked some of his games when he was at TCU. Now you've worked his games in the NFL. What progression have you seen?
I've seen a guy who took over as a freshman in college and got better and better each year. Always added a little bit more to his game, got stronger. But the best part about him is he's always been accurate.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
We own them. Alert flare.
368!
Mike 55.
Hey, Zoo!
Mike 55. Hey, eat. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44.
Passing, it's Dalton. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hey. Here you go. We're good.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 10, Rudolph. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on.
It got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a first and 10.
Kill. 368. Kill. Turn up. Slam.
Now Joe Mixon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, here we go. Check 37. 2-by-2. Move. Nice. Come to my work. We won't.
Play action here with Dalton. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Devin Bush in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals.
Mike, 55. Yeah, 5 6. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Mike 55.
Play action now. Dalton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it's now 35-14.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Steelers 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
2-by-2. Move.
So Dalton now. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the rookie first-rounder from Michigan, Devin Bush. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks. And
he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave one more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hands up. 368.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill.
The toss play to Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Motion.
Again, it's Mixon. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, Haywood.
Snifty. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Over here.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here's Rudolph. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jordan Evans, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rudolph. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph trying to lay one up deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Again, it's Mixon. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Check my 50.
They look to throw on third with Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Bernard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Regular. 55, Malachi, 55.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door. Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.